Welcome back to BBB Adventures. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We are Mary Beth, Brentley, and Disco, and our goal is to share our life and adventures in hopes of inspiring others to stay moving and enjoy life. Welcome back to BBB Adventures.
Welcome back, everybody.
As you know, if you've been paying attention, we are doing RAGBRAI a bit differently this year. We are going with
Team 985!
Team 985! Woo! And we've been doing some training with those guys. Last week's video was some of that training. They came to Houston, so you probably already knew that. Some of you have been asking questions about, okay, you're doing RAGBRAI differently. What does that mean? What are the implications of that in your equipment or whatever? So the quick answer to that is it only changes a few things. If you've watched our packing video, most of that still applies to what we're doing this year. Some of it's unique to pork belly, but for the most part, that's the same. In terms of equipment, this year there's a couple of things that are going to be different for us. First is bicycles. So we rode the Red Dragon last year. We rode the Red Dragon in 2021. In 2022, we were on the Apollo mission, so we both had our Apollos. This year, we're going to be riding separate bikes. I'm going to be riding my Apollo.
And I'm going to be riding my Giant.
And why is that?
Well, Brentley's Giant isn't capable of carrying Disco.
That's number one reason.
Number one reason. It's capable. It's just not equipped to carry Disco. And so he's going to ride his Apollo, which already has a bracket for Disco's basket. And I'm going to ride the Giant so I can keep up with him on his Apollo.
Yeah, we find that for events like RAGBRAI, where there is, it's not a race, but there's
a daily pace.
There's a pace. You got to sort of keep up.
We just need to keep a steady pace.
A reasonable pace.
Yeah.
A reasonably steady pace. So what we find in training is that the difference in bikes, her on her light all carbon fiber road bike and me on the Apollo, it helps level that playing field so we can cruise at
the same time, at same speed.
Probably the same speed. So that's why you're going to see her and I on different bikes. The other piece of equipment that is going to be different is the tent.
We have to provide our own tent.
Yeah.
Last year, or all years previously when we used Pork Belly Ventures, we rented their tent.
Which was great.
It was great.
Which is great. And
Yeah.
if you're considering doing that, do it. So when we knew that we had to provide our own tent, we said, well, what are our options? Well, we have the tent that we took in the Apollo mission, which is specifically for bike packing. It's super light. I think it only weighs 2 pounds or 2.1 pounds. If you watched the Apollo mission, you saw us sleep in that. If you haven't watched the Apollo mission, I don't know why not. It's on the channel. Go watch it. But it's pretty small.
It's very small.
So unless you really have to use it because you're carrying your own stuff, I mean, you're bike packing, it's great for that. But in this instance, we have a Team 985 vehicle that's going to be carrying our stuff. So we don't really need to take the tiny tent. We also have a tent that MB bought in 2013 when she did her first RAGBRAI. It's a 4-person tent. It's a nice tent. I don't know that we've ever used it.
We did.
Other than...
We camped in it when we were dating.
Oh, yeah. We did. But for the last 10 plus years, it's just been sitting. So we got it out. And if you watched last week's video where we went to Lake and Park with Team 985 during our big training, you saw us use it. And yeah, it's still in good shape. So when it doesn't have... It's not rotting. It doesn't, because, if you store a tent for 10 years and you don't really get it out, you worry that the materials have degraded or whatever, but it's still in great shape. And it's not the easiest thing to set up, but it's still in great shape. And yeah, it worked just fine.
It was too small.
No, it was not.
It's not as big as the Pork Belly.
It doesn't need to be as big as the pork belly. You're not parking your bike in there.
No, we never parked our bike in there, but we did put our bags in there, and there was hardly room. It was really small. And let's talk about the rainstorm we had.
Well, if you watched the video, you saw that
Yeah.
we had to get rescued by Kim because it was a honking rainstorm. Well, we were not very far from camp, so that same rainstorm hit camp. And the windows were unzipped in the tent because it was hot, so we wanted airflow through the tent, so we didn't know it was going to rain. So, yeah, wind and rain blew everything. Our inside of our tent was wet. It was very wet from the open windows.
I had to go to the laundromat to dry our sheets. It was that wet.
No one wants to sleep in wet sheets.
So, anyway, I think it leaks.
No, it doesn't leak. The windows were open.
Okay. But the windows, it was right in the middle of our mattress. It was wet.
Where there was a
from the
window.
ceiling.
Where there was a prevailing wind, window, rain on the thing. Look, as you can see, we're not in agreement about the tent situation. One of us thinks that the tent is just fine. It didn't leak. It's fine. The other one is wrong.
Don't we have a decision matrix?
Yeah, well, that is the point. So we discussed this tent situation pretty much the entire drive back from Louisiana to Texas, and we're unable to reach consensus. So when you're married to an engineer, and for those of you who are married to an engineer, you're going to know exactly you're going to understand this completely. You get to use systematic processes to make decisions based on data, and it takes emotion out of the process. You've seen us use this decision matrix tool in the past for purchasing adventure vehicles and other stuff, and so we used the decision matrix. The first thing you do is you define what's important.
Right.
So stuff like, packed weight and size of the tent, the quality, the waterproof, the longevity, whatever. But you can see here, these are the list of things that we thought were important, and then you rank those. What's the most important?
A value to the weight.
Right.
Weight to the value.
Right. So what's the most important? What is really I don't care about? Whatever. Then you evaluate, you rank each option and how they are going to perform against those criteria. Then you get a weighted average, and you sum that up, and that tells you, surprise, surprise, it tells you that the old tent is just fine. It is the clear winner. I don't want to use the word winner. There's no winner. It's
the right thing.
Yeah. It just said that I was right, and that the old tent is fine, and takes all the emotion out of the process. So, because this is a proven process,
we're good to go.
That's what we're going to do. Mary Beth's new tent arrived today. Yep, sure did. So we're going to set it up. We're going to get familiar with how it gets set up, and then while it's set up, we're going to waterproof it to make sure that it doesn't leak. And then we'll be ready for RAGBRAI with our new tent. First things first, you got to get it out of this big box. As you'll notice, this box is quite large. It's big. It is big. That's what we wanted, I guess, is big tent. It's actually... Is it coming out?
Yes. Okay, you pull.
That box couldn't have gotten any tighter. So,
what are the odds we're going to be able to get it back into this bag?
Who's carrying this on their bike, you or me? The odds of us getting this tent back into this bag are precisely 0.0%.
He always says that about his towel too. He can't get his towel back into its little itty bitty bag, but I succeed every time I try.
Oh, look, the instruction sheet
is attached to the
is
bag.
attached to the inside of the bag.
It's that easy.
Why if it's that easy, you don't need an instruction sheet.
We won't need that again.
Yes, we will.
Now we're going to have to buy a bigger one. The trick here is not to slice the tent open as you...
That's a huge trick. It shouldn't be a trick. It should be a given.
Look, they protected it with a layer of cardboard. There it is. There it is.
There it is.
Okay. We got to do this thing again. We got to do this thing. We should be able to get it back in that bag because
It doesn't need the cardboard. Yeah.
cardboard. And here we go. Oh my god.
That's the fly.
The fly.
This tent is called the Core Instant Cabin. It's supposed to set up in less than 5 minutes.
That's completely set up? Stakes in the ground and everything?
No.
Oh, it's not?
I don't think so.
Oh.
So let's see how it goes.
It took us 25 minutes to set up the tent on the 4th of July weekend. So that would be a vast improvement. Do you want to read the instructions or are you just going to?
No, I watched videos. Alrighty.
What part of this is the? Does this go to the ground? You think?
Yes.
Oh.
I guess I do want to look at the instructions. I know that you have to. I know the first step is to unfold it. Like
No, I don't think we need instructions. I think you grab this joint, you lift it up. Lift it to your side. Yep. And then you raise that so it clicks.
click.
We're done.
That is easy setup.
That is ginormous.
It's beautiful.
Where's the wall tent organizer thing? Where's that thing?
Where is that? It must have been a different tent.
Oh, this is the air thing.
Air intake.
This doesn't have a big organizer. Well, maybe the organizer will. We have one, so maybe it's fine.
Yeah.
Are these the motherboards?
Oh, look at that.
Here's the tent organizer.
It comes with a tent organizer.
For those of you who've watched our RAGBRAI Packing video, you know all about the tent organizer. Come here, Beth, go install that. Well, we got the tent up, and I think it's time for a tour.
Okay, we're going to start with the tent tour as our dream setup. This is the way we visualize it and the way we would love to have it. But since we haven't packed our totes, we do have limited space. There will be some things that get eliminated if they don't fit in our totes. So we'll start with the dream, and then at the end I'll show you in reality what it might actually end up being. But the tent is here. This tent I chose because I can stand up in it. I chose because it's a 6-person tent, not a 2-person tent, not a 3-person tent.
How many
not
people are
even
going
a
to sleep in it?
4-person tent.
How many?
It's a 6-person tent.
And for how many people?
3,
And how many people?
2, and Disco. Disco's going to have lots of room. In fact, he may even have a bed in there. Like we said, it's the Core Instant Cabin 6-person tent. And I chose it for those reasons. It's big and roomy. And I've always had tent envy on RAGBRAI. When I see people in Pork Belly Camp with their own tents and they're huge, I'm like, oh. But Brentley was guilty of having tent envy as well.
I want a tent mahal.
Yeah. So this is our version of the tent mahal. Let's go inside.
Is this patio part of the dream?
Yes, this, of course. The patio is what we hope to bring with us.
Is it a patio or is it a front porch?
It's a patio. The porch, I think, is covered.
Oh. We should have bought one with a covered porch.
They have them, but they were a lot more money. All right, come inside my 6-person instant cabin. On this side, we have the living room,
Spacious.
dining room table and chairs, essentially. We got our rugs for decor and to keep the tent as clean as possible. And then over here, we have the bedroom. This is the bedroom with 2 nightstands, our fans, and an overhead light setup.
Come here, buddy.
So this is the dream setup.
You might wonder what I'm doing. I'm putting graffiti on. I'm putting some graffiti on our new tent.
What do you think of the new tent, Brentley?
You know, the old one's fine. Actually, I'm quite happy with it. It's so spacious. It's going to be so nice.
And
so.
it's much easier to set up.
Oh, it's so easy. The other one was a pain in the ass. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm glad the matrix, the decision matrix, led us to the right solution.
Oh, did it? What you doing?
I'm sealing the seams with Scotch Guard. Something recommended by the tent manufacturer, and then when that's dry, probably tomorrow, we're gonna put this stuff on there called Nick Wax. So we bought the stuff off Amazon. We haven't even read the instructions. So
And it was per the manufacturer's
Yep.
recommendations.
we are waterproofing this per the manufacturer's recommendations. So you'll get to see us do that. That's next. That's what you'll see next. It'll actually be tomorrow for us, but that's what you're gonna see next.
Step 1 in the Nick's, what's it called?
Nick Wax.
Nick Wax
Tent.
is to get the tent wet. So he's got a spray bottle of water.
Yeah, it's a little wet. If your tent is used, you're doing this not to a brand new tent, then they actually have a cleaner. Nick Wax makes a cleaner that you're supposed to use, but this is a brand new tent.
Not
So-
dirty.
Not dirty. So I get it wet. Then you spray the Nick Wax on.
And you wait 2 minutes. And then you wipe it off.
You wait 2 minutes. 1001,
Mhm.
1002.
Hey Google, set a timer for 2 minutes. Nick waxing the second section before even wiping down the first.
Efficient.
So efficient. We'll be done with this 99 square foot tent in a jiffy.
After 2 minutes, you wipe off the excess with a clean cloth.
You just did that one.
That's it. Well, we're going to keep doing what you saw us do to the whole tent, and there's no reason to make you suffer through watching it. So we will check in with you after we're done. We haven't finished packing our totes, so we don't know what's going to fit, what's not going to fit. So all the accoutrements that we had laid out in the tent may not make it. So at a minimum, this is what the tent setup will look like.
No patio.
No patio,
No rugs.
no rugs.
No dining room table. But this will indeed make it. The totes are what we're packing our stuff in, so they will definitely be with us. The mattress, it has to be. It's required. And the chairs are always with us on RAGBRAI. They will come. They will be there. That's it. Tent is all waterproofed.
Yeah, I think that's the end of this video. What I hope you took away from this is that there are systematic approaches to managing your relationship with your wife and making decisions and that sort of stuff. But when it comes down to it, there's one fundamental principle that you've got to remember, and that is happy wife, happy life. And so we have a new tent. You saw us unbox it, set it up, waterproof it, figure out what accoutrements and how we're going to set it up there so that we are ready for RAGBRAI. So the first night we set it up, we know exactly what we're doing. But yeah, I think that's it. We are going to finish packing those totes, gonna go through our checklist, and yeah, in a few days, head towards Louisiana to the Team 985 Intergalactic Headquarters, where you'll see us in our first video of RAGBRAI. Until then, thanks for watching. Enjoy the ride.
Wear a helmet.
Wear a helmet.